Known as a familiar and nutritious food with high nutritional content for every family, they are sold in many types on the market, from affordable to high-end and premium. To be able to enjoy the world's most premium cuts of meat, you may have to pay up to thousands of dollars. So have you ever wondered, what is the most expensive type of beef in the world? Today, let's join my Wonder channel to list the top most expensive beef in the world in this video. It will definitely blow your mind. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to continue watching other interesting videos of my Wonder channel in the near future. What exactly is Wagyu beef? Wagyu beef is a term that has gained international acclaim for its exquisite quality and is often associated with Japanese beef. In English, the name Wagyu translates to Japanese cow, wa meaning Japanese, and gyu meaning cow. Wagyu beef comes from a Japanese horned cattle breed that's typically red or black, according to the American Wagyu Association. To be eligible for a Wagyu designation in Japan, a purebred cow must be genetically tied to one of the following 4 Japanese-born breeds: Akage Washu, Japanese brown; Kuroge Washu, Japanese black; Mukaku Washu, Japanese polled; or Nihon Tankaku Washu, Japanese shorthorn. Chosen primarily because of their endurance and predisposition for marbling, the white specks of intramuscular fat you'll see spread throughout a cut of lean pink meat, the heritage and subsequent nurturing of these breeds is what commands top dollar. There's a reason Japanese Wagyu beef is often referred to as the Rolls-Royce of beef. It's due to its luxurious, melt-in-your-mouth taste and buttery texture. It is an extremely succulent, juicy, and tender beef that is bursting with umami, savory, and sweet flavors. Wagyu beef is also highly prized for its marbling, which results in an incredibly tender and flavorful steak. It's the perfect choice for a truly indulgent meal. What makes Wagyu beef different from regular beef? The key difference is the intramuscular fat, also called marbling. Most prime beef on the market is about 12 to 13% fat, Williams says. Wagyu beef from F1 cattle, the first instance of crossbreeding, is 20% or higher. When you get beef from a purebred or full-blood cow, you'll get between 30% and 50% fat. The result is a deeper flavor than other types of beef. Japanese Wagyu beef is prized for its famous flavor profile. The unique taste, texture, and tenderness is the product of famous Wagyu genetics, diet, and environment. Although this world-renowned beef creates an eating experience unlike any other, many become curious as to why authentic Japanese Wagyu is so expensive. Why is Wagyu beef so expensive and luxurious? There are numerous factors that contribute to the pricing of Wagyu to be so expensive and so darn tasty. Let's explore them. Number 1. Limited land in Japan. One of the main reasons for the high cost of Wagyu beef is the limited land available for cattle in Japan. Due to Japan's geography, there is generally not much land available, making their cattle industry much smaller than that of the United States. Japanese feedlots will range from 10 to 100 cattle, which is significantly smaller than the thousands of cattle on a single domestic lot. Wagyu cattle are bred in a specific area, and the limited land available cannot accommodate the large number of cattle that would be needed to lower the cost. This means the supply is limited, and if you're at all familiar with Economics 101, you'll know it drives up the price. Moreover, this allows all Wagyu to be cared for and carefully monitored directly by farmers who have dedicated their lives to raising these unique cattle. 2. Unique breeds of cattle. Wagyu is made from 4 unique breeds of cattle, and the only place where authentic Wagyu cows are bred is in Japan. The breed has been carefully developed over centuries, resulting in a high-quality product that is not available anywhere else in the world. 3. Longer feeding time. Wagyu are also fed for over 600 days, often 700 days. Japanese Wagyu are fed more than 5 times longer than average U.S. cattle on a special high-energy diet. For reference, domestic beef programs will feed cattle for only approximately 120 days. Although this prolonged feeding time requires remarkably more time and resources, this allows cattle to mature and fully marbling. This is a very specialized way of caring for cattle and differs greatly from other techniques. Wagyu are cared for by farmers who create a low-stress, proper environment that benefits all cattle. Therefore, 4. Tracing system. Another key attribute to authentic Japanese Wagyu is Japan's security and traceability system. The transparency and security is second to none. At birth, each nose print is taken, and a unique 10-digit code is given to each cattle. Each cattle identification number can be tracked here. Cattle search, agreement, and besides, the Japanese National Livestock Breeding Center provides this service to protect consumers and businesses from fraudulent suppliers. The Wagyu beef reputation has been built upon hundreds of years of meticulous husbandry, and strict measures are taken to protect its authenticity. The unique cattle ID number allows literally anything to be traced. One can trace back the distributor, importer, exporter, processing plant, feedlot, breed, gender, date of birth, mother, father, and grandparents of each and every Wagyu cattle. How expensive is Wagyu beef? Certified grade A. Wagyu beef can cost as much as $200 per pound, and as Business Insider reports, just one cow raised for Wagyu beef can sell for as much as $30,000 at auction. Is Wagyu beef worth the price? Wagyu beef is one of the most expensive meats in the world, and there are a number of factors that contribute to its high cost. From limited land and unique cow breeds in Japan to smaller feedlots and the U.S. import quota, there are many reasons why Wagyu beef is so expensive. But to answer this question, if Wagyu is worth the high price, it's a resounding yes. Wagyu is like no other beef you'll ever taste. It's incredibly marbled, juicy, and tender, with a melt-in-your-mouth texture and a rich, buttery flavor. Whether you're grilling it, searing it, or slow cooking it, you'll be amazed at how flavorful and succulent it is. Each cut of meat is given a rating based on appearance, fat percentage, and other characteristics. Grading ranges from A1 to A5, with A5 being the highest quality. The higher the grade, the more you'll likely pay for it. Before Wagyu cows can be harvested, their mass should be at least 50% fat to develop the proper marbling. The cows require a special feed featuring fiber and high-energy nutrients for as many as 2 years. Farmers must also maintain excellent farm conditions to keep stress levels low, as an influx of cortisol can affect the final meat product. Kobe beef, Matsusaka beef, and Omi beef are usually considered as big three of the world. The extremely rare, the three majors. One dish presents in premium restaurants, even in Japan. Kobe beef, the most famous beef raised in Japan from Hyogo Prefecture, and most foreign leaders and celebrities in the world enjoy it when coming to Japan. From an accidental discovery by an Englishman, Kobe beef has become a culinary legend. This guy bought a cow that was used for farming to prepare the dish and found the taste of this melt-in-your-mouth meat to be like a gift from heaven. From then on, foreign ships entering Kobe port began trading livestock and food, including a type of beef that later became known as Kobe beef. As beef became more popular, people began hiring workers to massage the cows to improve the quality of the meat. The topography of the Japanese islands makes the breeding areas in Kobe isolated. Special raising techniques give Kobe beef a very unique flavor, unlike any other type of beef in the world. Over nearly 2 centuries, Kobe beef has been engraved in culinary history because of its unique, delicious flavor. Even today, as well as more than 100 years ago, celebrities around the world still praise Kobe beef as one of the must-try specialties when visiting Japan. Many people do not hesitate to praise and think that this is a timeless experience that can reach the pinnacle of world cuisine through just one dish. Each year, the number of Kobe cows shipped is only about 5,000. The fat marbling ratio, also known as the BMS index, must be above level 6. The quality of meat after processing must reach 4 to 5 stars according to standards, called A4, A5 grades. The most delicate thing is when preparing teppanyaki to ensure a uniform temperature across the entire surface, evaporating excess water while still retaining the quintessential taste of the ingredients. Matsusaka beef. The purest beef comes from Mie Prefecture. All Matsusaka cattle are carefully fattened virgin females of the Japanese black breed. Male Matsusaka cattle do not exist. This is a beef brand known as the purest, raised and developed in the Matsusaka region, Mie Prefecture. After a year, virgin cows are selected for special care for the next 900 days. This variety is produced in the Matsusaka area of Mie Prefecture and is known for its excellent marbling and melt-in-the-mouth texture. Matsusaka beef is known for the extreme care its farmers take. In fact, Matsusaka farmers were the source of the famous beer feeding and cow massaging rumors. Some farms here do add beer to feed to increase the cows' appetites, and even attempt to boost circulation and ward off pests by massaging cows with a shochu, a kind of Japanese alcohol-infused concoction. All just to create slices of meat with a beautiful texture like works of art, so soft that they can be rolled. With chopsticks, melts in the mouth, with a characteristic seductive aroma. Matsusaka beef is usually only supplied in limited quantities and is only provided to high-class restaurants around the world that meet strict standards for preservation and processing. On average each year, only about 2,500 Matsusaka cows come to distribution systems or restaurants in Japan, and only to a few countries, including ibuki restaurants in Vietnam. Matsusaka is also the only beef brand that is auctioned, and there have been cows that have been hammered for up to 500,000 USD. Omi beef, the oldest beef from Shiga Prefecture from over 400 years, which called as Rolls-Royce of beef villages. Omi beef comes from the Omi region around Japan's biggest lake, Lake Biwa, in Shiga Prefecture. This variety of Wagyu beef has some of the longest history in Japan. Although beef was not a common food in Japan prior to the Meiji period, records exist of this meat being presented to important shoguns as far back as the late 1500s. This meat was also marinated in miso and sold as a medicine in the area as early as the Edo period. The rich natural environment fed by the clean waters of Lake Biwa produces healthy, well-fed cattle that produce a uniquely finely textured, aromatic Wagyu beef. With a rich history, the age of Omi cattle is equivalent to the development time of Japan. Through many ups and downs, Omi cow has been given the title Rolls-Royce of the beef industry by meat masters. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below to let me know if you liked this video. Please share the love and give it a thumbs up, as well as hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.